Staying with the ongoing UN Climate Summit in Brazil, where Vice President Kashim Shettima is asking world leaders to move from pledges to performance in tackling the global climate crisis. Speaking at the COP30 in Belém, the Vice President representing President Bola Tinubu reaffirmed Nigeria's climate leadership and commitment to cut emissions by 32% by the year 2025. TVC News State House correspondent Femi Akande now reports.
Nigeria is calling for action, not just promises. At the Leaders' Climate Summit, Vice President Kashim Shettima challenged world leaders to turn climate pledges into measurable results that can save lives and protect the planet.
Our continent is rich in renewable resources, biodiversity, and useful ingenuity. I hereby say with absolute certainty that we are not the problem. We are an integral part of the solution. This is why at COP30 we hope to demonstrate that Africa can lead in carbon capture through forests, in renewable energy expansion, in digital monitoring of emissions, and in regional cooperation that translates ambition into prosperity.
VP Shettima unveiled Nigeria's renewed climate agenda anchored on National Carbon Market Framework and the Climate Change Fund, initiatives designed to attract billions of dollars in clean energy and adaptation investments. He insists that climate ambition cannot be financed by goodwill alone, urging fair and equitable financing mechanisms for developing nations.
No nation can finance climate ambition with goodwill alone. Climate finance remains the vehicle of effective implementation, and we therefore call for a reliable and equitable architecture that recognizes the unique realities of developing nations and empowers them to deliver on global commitments. Nigeria welcomes the operationalization of the Loss and Damage Fund and urges our partners to ensure its accessibility to the most climate vulnerable nations.
Nigeria's climate roadmap also includes a 5-year carbon market plan, emission trading systems, and a carbon tax regime, all geared toward clean industrial innovation and rural electrification through gas and solar expansion. At the same summit, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres warned that the world has failed to keep global warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius and must act now to avoid catastrophic consequences.
We need a paradigm shift to limit this overshoot's magnitude and duration and quickly drive it down. Even a temporary average overshoot will have dramatic consequences. It could push ecosystems past irreversible tipping points, expose billions to unlivable conditions, and amplify threats to peace and security.
Brazil's President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva also called for collective global effort, emphasizing that the fight against climate change must go hand in hand with fighting poverty and inequality.
Ele se tornou o espelho das maiores qualidades e limitações da ação multilateral.
And from the United Kingdom, the Prince of Wales, William, echoed a message of responsibility for the future.
Where we unite behind shared purpose, we can scale and accelerate solutions that transcend borders. Solutions that give us hope and fill us with optimism for the future.
From Belém, Brazil, Nigeria joins global calls for urgent climate action, not just promises, to safeguard the planet for generations to come. Femi Akande, TVC News.